Hey everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to another episode of Fossil Forward Finds. It has been a while, but we are finally getting back on the POG train, and we are going to go do some Disney, specifically The Lion King, because I did do a poll at one point asking you all what I should do next POG-wise, and I think the two of you who voted for Disney. So we are going to do some Lion King. So I'm going to get these sorted. We'll take a look at what's all in here, and then we'll go to Terapeak, eBay, and see if these are worth anything, or are these just round pieces of cardboard. Let's go. Alright, so I am quickly discovering that there is a lot of sets of Lion King POGs out there. A lot of different sets anyways. I think I have at least two. So the first set comes from these guys. These are the Canada Games. So this is what the pack would look like. See the Canada Games on there. These are empty. These have already been opened. And they came with these little checklists. So 78 POGs total, including 8 slammers. And you got the how to play back there. Got a whole big stack of those. So these slammers over here, these colored ones, these are the Canada Game slammers, the first 8. They come in a couple different colors. So trying to show you, you got Simba in purple, got Nala here in red, purple again, Zazu in gold. You can see, just like the Casper Pogs, if you saw that video, the Casper Pogs were also Canada Games, and the Slammers had the same color loss on some of them. So I will have to list some of these as individual listings depending on the wear. Let's see, got Scar there. Timon, Pumbaa's around here somewhere. That's Mufasa. There's Pumbaa. Alright, so those are Canada Games. I'll show you the POGs themselves afterwards. We're just doing the slammers first because there's a lot to sort out here. And then there have these as well. These don't have a maker as far as I can tell. And I haven't seen these ones yet, so I have to figure these out. They are rough, a lot of scuffing and discoloration. I think this is, well, it's some sort of plastic or whatever. I'm thinking lucite, but I am not a lucite expert by any means. You can see we have a couple different types of Simbas here. Zazu again, Scar looking unimpressed, and is that adult Simba or is that Mufasa? I think it's adult Simba. But anyways, yeah, so there are the slammers. Oh, and then there's this one odd one. This one's a metal slammer. Simba there looking like he's up to no good, which, let's be fair, he was always up to no good. All right, so there's slammers. Let me get some of the POGs out here. Alrighty, so these are the Canada Game POGs, identified on the back here. There's the Canada Games logo, 1995, as well as the number of the POG. And as you can tell, I do not have over 70 different ones here, so I'm nowhere near a complete set. So these will be sold as individuals. You could make small runs if you like, but I will not be doing that. But yeah, nice imagery here. I'm sure you're all familiar with The Lion King. It was my favorite Disney movie as a kid, but unfortunately, the day I was supposed to see it in theaters, I ended up having appendicitis and spent 2 weeks in the hospital. And everyone was giving me Lion King toys, and I hadn't seen the movie yet. Alright, so you get the idea on those. Alrighty, so here's another set of Lion King POGs I got in the set, or in the haul. These ones are blank back, so I'm not sure what set these are specifically. If they're from one of the fast food chains, or if it's just a different version Disney put out. I'm not sure. But you can see we got the main cast of characters here. I'm sure there's some I'm missing. But yeah. And I know for a fact that there's at least 3 or 4 other sets out there of Lion King beyond the ones I've showed you. Okay, actually found a few more things in the boxes, and then we'll head over to the computer. Got these unpunched sheets here. See the back. Edward Cinema and Tab Sports Cards, so advertising ones here. These can be difficult because these POGs don't want to stay in. You can sort of see they're elevated there. You can sort of pop them in and out, but pack those in such a way where hopefully they don't pop out. Here's another one here. So that's a different set. And then there's these ones here, which came out of, I guess, like a Check Mix box or something, advertising the VHS. So you got Simba and Mufasa here, and then Sarabi and Nala. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure if 4 is the whole set or not, but so I got those as well. And then I did find, so this is part of the Canada Games set. So you can see the original owner was sorting them out, but even in here there's a lot of holes, so I could try to spend time and find them and online and fill it in, but I'm just gonna let these go separately and let someone else do that. Alrighty, so let's take a look online here, see what Lion King, POGs, milk caps, etc. we can find. So I like Milk Cap Mania. They tend to have a good view of a lot of the collections. This is one set here. It's none of the sets that I have. As I mentioned, there's a lot of different Lion King sets. You can see what the back looks like on this one. And yeah, basically the same type of art we're looking at the other ones, just different production. Again, another set. This one's a Made in Mexico set. Kellogg set. So this looks like, you know, the same as these guys I got here, the checks back one. But if we go to Terapeak, which is really where the information's at, look at Lion King POGs for the last 90 days. We're looking at 8% sell-through rate, 8.5%. So better than your standard postcard. I think a little bit slower than POGs as a whole, but still pretty good, considering what they are. So let's see here. Average sold price, $21.16. Anywhere from $1 to $200. So that's quite the range. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So the $200, we're looking at box sets here. That's just a mixture. All right, so this is a Canada Games Lion King. That's complete set. So we have some of the Canada Games ones. We do not have a complete set. They sold the complete set for $35.50 plus shipping. So definitely less than, say, like the Casper sets, Jurassic Park. What else have we done? Popeyes. Popeyes went for more than that as well. But one thing of note is I'm not seeing much in the way of individual POGs being sold, which is how I typically do mine. Oops. We got some of the Slammers here. They sold a set of them for $8. Again, I'll sell those individually. See, this one's selling for individually for $6 plus shipping. I'd probably go more like 10. But yeah, not a whole lot of solds. And let's see what we got listed here. Only 312 active listings, which is not a whole lot. You can see some small lots here, but not too much in the way of individuals. This is another Slammer. Slammer here. So yeah, I think the Slammers, I'm probably going to do about $10 each, maybe a little bit more for the metal one. And then for the individual POGs, the regular cardboard POGs, I don't know, maybe $6 each, $5.99, $6.50, something like that, and see what happens. Have these, as we see there's someone selling them for $3. I won't go that low, but maybe $5, $6 on that as well. So yeah, all right, here's an actually that might be my listing. Yeah, that is my listing. So you can see in the past I've tried selling them for $5. This one's been listed for a year and a half now, so they're clearly not flying off the shelves, but that's okay. So let's see what else we got going on here. So we already looked at that. Here's some other solds. So set of 4 Slammers for $9. Okay, so here's the complete set we were looking at before. Sold for $35. Apparently they've sold 122 of these sets, which is wild. But this is the US POG store. So they only have 802 items, but clearly plenty of POG selections there. That's probably a good place for market research as well. Let's see here. These are still on board, but it's a whole set of Disney here for 20. All right, so these are some of the Canada game ones again, but in some box sets here or some packs. They're going for, let's see, $15 for 10 packs. That's a pretty good deal, I think, there. All right, these are some of the slammers, some of the other slammers we have, those like acrylic ones. They're selling a set of 4 for 15. So again, I'll probably do about 10 each on those. And then here's just wanted to show this. I only have these top 2 rows here, but this is what the complete set looks like, which they were selling for 20. Took a best offer on it. So yeah, so that's Lion King for you. I'm going to start getting these listed. I'm not going to list them all at once like I did in the past. I'm going to have them go into my schedule, so I'll have a couple come out each day, 1 to 2 or something like that. That way I'm always having POGs come out. And then next up, I think we're going to do Aladdin maybe, or I don't know, some other Disney. I got some more Disney, so we'll move on to one of the other Disney movies and see how that looks. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Leave a comment below. Any questions, thoughts, comments, Catch you on the next video.